Thanks for joining me today. Today I'd like to talk to you about essential items that you'll want to bring with you to the hospital for total knee replacement surgery to have a nice stress-free and easygoing surgery, at least as easy as it can be. So I had my total knee replacement about a year and a half ago. My knee is doing amazing. I'm not having any problems with it whatsoever. And it was just a really smooth, great process for me. And I've had several subscribers or people watching my channel who have asked me questions about different things going on with the knee replacement. And one of them that's come up a couple of times, especially recently, is what did you pack to take with you to the hospital for total knee replacement so that it's easy when you get home? So I'm going to share with you the items that were shared with me by the doctor and some things I came up with myself that just help my recovery go smooth and really easy going. So the first thing that you'll want to do is make sure that you have all your documents together for your surgery. You'll need your driver's license, your hospital ID card. If you're on Medicare, you'll need your Medicare card, and then any other forms that the hospital might have asked you to bring, like an advance directive or things like that, maybe your surgery prep instructions. And so you'll want to take all those items to the hospital. In addition to that, you'll want to have a list of all your medications and any allergies that you have to medications. Now, you'll probably have gone through these with the doctor prior to going to the hospital, but once you get to the hospital, you kind of go through the whole thing again. So you want to have those handy. Now, in my case, I did have a couple medications I was taking daily, and they wouldn't let me bring those into the hospital. They just wanted to know what they were, and then they gave me those medications at the hospital. And then the last document, of course, is just an emergency contact number. And if you have a driver or something like that, you'll want to have their contact information. And my recommendation, because you're probably not going to be bringing a big purse with lots of money and that kind of thing, just bring that in some kind of a zippered, like a Ziploc bag or something like that, and just put it with you so that you have that with all of your other items. The second item is clothing. So you'll want to take some loose-fitting, comfortable clothing to take into the hospital. And if you're going to be staying overnight, then you'll want to bring something for the next day. So one of the things that I brought, I ended up not using it, but it was only because they had wrapped my legs so much, it really wasn't comfortable. But I had some pants that I had bought on Amazon that were zippered, not zippered, I guess they were snaps down the sides of the pants, so that all you had to do was just open them up and snap them on. Now, I had also brought the pants that I wore in, which were really loose and baggy, and the nurse put those over my knee so that my knee was actually didn't have anything on it at all, other than the ice pack and the wrap that they gave me at the hospital. So you'll want to make sure you have loose-fitting clothing. You'll want to make sure that maybe you have something for the next day that's going to be super easy to put on and really loose and comfortable for your drive home. The third list of items that you might want to consider bringing are your personal care and toiletry items. So these are going to be things like a toothbrush, a comb, a hairbrush. If you use a CPAP machine, you'll want to bring that. When I do use a CPAP machine, and so I brought my machine, and they actually provided the distilled water at the hospital. So now if you forget your toothbrush or if you forget your comb or hairbrush, they actually provide all that there. So don't worry if you do forget anything. They usually give you some of those gripping socks that you could put on, but you're not going to be doing a lot of walking after knee replacement. They probably are going to take you on a little bit of a walk just to make sure you know how to get around with a walker or with another person. But those are the main items. You don't need a whole lot as far as personal care, unless there's other items that you need that you you require. Now, the fourth group of items I think are super important, and that's your relaxation and comfort items. So maybe you're bringing your cell phone, or you're bringing an iPad, or you're bringing relaxation music that you can listen to. You might want to bring some earbuds, some headphones, something like that that'll help you so that you can relax while you're at the hospital. It's oftentimes very noisy, very hard to rest, very hard to sleep. So if you have things that help you to relax, those are things that you might want to consider bringing. So the fifth group of items that you might consider bringing are mobility items and medical gear. So you'll want to talk with your doctor or the hospital before you go to the hospital regarding this type of thing. And what I'm talking about here is a walker, perhaps, some type of a brace or compression stockings, ice packs, that type of thing. Ask your doctor if you need to provide that or if the hospital will provide it for you. I actually had a walker of my own, which I brought to the hospital, but all of the ice packs, I had like a knee brace that had ice packs that fit right in them. The hospital provided that for me. It was really convenient. They actually gave me 2 ice packs that went in this knee brace that just it just kind of zipped on the back of it. It was really comfortable. And then they gave me 2 extra ice packs so I could leave those freezing all the time and just switch them out when I got home. That was really convenient. The other thing is you may consider using an ice machine when you get home. So you'll want to have that in place before you get home from the hospital. I actually tried it and I preferred doing the ice packs. Now, like I said, I had the knee brace that had the ice packs in it. But once I went to physical therapy, they recommended these soft ice packs that were like a gel, and they weren't real hard like a normal ice pack. They didn't freeze solid. And so these you could kind of bend to go around the under part of your knee and the top part of your knee, because most likely you're going to have swelling for a while. And I actually bought 2 of those on Amazon. I'm going to link all the things that I got for my knee replacement surgery, at least the items that really helped me, because the ice packs really helped. Those flexible gel ice packs were a huge help, and they were very big, so you could put them any way you needed to around your knee. The second thing that I bought before I got home, and I only knew this because I went through physical therapy before my surgery, I didn't have any kind of a stationary bike or a recumbent bike at home, and I didn't want to spend $1,000 for a bike. So I actually bought this little tiny portable, basically bicycle pedals, and you could sit in a chair, or I could sit in my easy chair and I could actually pedal back and forth as much as I could. That was a huge help to me, and it was super inexpensive. I think I spent like $30 for it or something. I mean, compared to like a recumbent bike or, that was just perfect. So I'm going to link that also in my Amazon store if you're interested in checking it out. So those are the 5 categories of things that you may consider bringing with you to the hospital. If you find more things or less things, it's up to you. But I'm going to give you a bonus. Now, these are going to be things that are not going to be items to take to the hospital. And that's going to be jewelry, cash, heavy bags that you're going to have to lug to the car. I mean, after you have your surgery and you're going to the car, at least for me, my leg was like dragging around, a 50-pound bag of potatoes. I had an epidural, I had the nerve blocks in my leg, and I could barely move it. So there's no way, I couldn't even have carried a purse. It was all I could do to walk to the hospital, or get in the wheelchair and then go from the wheelchair to the car with my walker. It was very difficult. The first few days are just really have some challenges. So don't bring all that extra stuff. You have to worry about anybody stealing anything or losing your valuables or dragging around anything heavy. You don't want to be doing that after total knee replacement. So my recommendation is to pack a few days before your surgery. Don't save it for the last minute. Try to have everything in place so that when it's time to go to the hospital, you don't have to worry, you don't have to think about anything. Don't bring anything heavy, don't bring any jewelry, don't bring cash. Just bring the essentials that you'll need. And honestly, whatever you forget, they'll probably give you at the hospital. Check with your doctor or the hospital to see if they have a list of items that they recommend bringing or not bringing to the hospital. And of course, if you're a viewer and you've gone through this whole procedure, please comment if there's anything I've left out or forgotten or things that may have helped you. So good luck if you're on your way to total knee replacement. I hope your surgery is successful. Just make sure that you, I think, have the right frame of mind, the right attitude. I've got a whole playlist that I'm going to link at the end of this video all about my total knee replacement journey from beginning to end. And I hope that it's helpful to you. So thanks for watching today. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, please consider subscribing. Give me a like, a thumbs up, or ring that bell for future notifications, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.